get out the way.
DeMar can still elevate.
Yo, what it do, everybody? Welcome back to the channel on the Go Chicago Sports with your boy Mike B. Got my man's Big O with me, and we here to talk some Chicago Bulls. The season is a couple of days away, man. And we're going to talk about our Bulls, the 2022-23 season preview, man. How you feeling today, Big O?
Man, feeling real good, man. We less than 24 hours away from an NBA game, real season, and 2 days away from the Bulls season. I'm super excited. Super excited.
Good time, man. I feel like it's a stress reliever from watching our Bears every Sunday. We finally can watch some basketball. Even there's gonna be some ups and downs like any other season, but I think the Bulls gonna shock some people this year. So today like I said, we're gonna talk about our Bulls. Last season, we finished 6th seed, lost in the first round to the Milwaukee Bucks. Dealt with a lot of injuries. Come back, similar roster, added two key pieces in Drummond and Dragic. So yeah, man. No Lonzo Ball to start the season off. Hopefully we get him back starting next year. So let's start off with the dynamic duo in DeMar DeRozan and Zach LaVine. Do you think DeMar take a step back? What's the season? What kind of season you looking forward to see from DeMar?
um, what was that? Let me check.
20, I think 27.
About 27, right? Okay, so I can see DeMar somewhat still around there. Probably not over that. I wouldn't bet that DeMar averaged more than 27. I could see him 25, 26, somewhere in that range. I do think it's going to be a slight step back. I just think that, with the new additions and, with what we expected from the other guys, I think, it's going to cause DeMar to be more reserved to playoffs. So I could see him still having some really crazy big games. But I can see a bunch of games where he only needs to score 22 and we win, So, yeah, I say up and around there, but definitely not over 27. I'll take the under.
I think we're not gonna see what we saw last season from DeMar unless we get another tragic injury. I think Zach and DeMar are really gonna come out how they came out the beginning of last season. Both of those guys, going out averaging 25 apiece. I still think DeRozan got some game left. I don't think he's gonna fall off like everybody say he will. So I think those two guys gonna play some really good basketball. I think they would be two all stars. If not, I think Zach LaVine will get the nod. I'm looking forward to seeing Zach more than DeMar because I want to see Zach take that leap and be the leader of this team. I think he's the best player on this team. So I'm looking for the Zach to really take off. Um, I think they're gonna average probably the same amount, but I would love to see Zach have average 27, 5, and 5.
Man, that's bold. I think that Zach can definitely do it. He definitely got the talent to do it. That dude's a scoring machine, man. So I think if they need Zach to average 27, he's gonna average 27 if that's what's needed.
Yeah.
I'm right there with you. But I don't know. I expect a more well-rounded scoring from a lot of guys. Especially that bench. We talked about it. I think that that bench going to produce with Dragic, and then you got Dalen Terry. I just think that it's going to be a lot of nights where Javante Javante might have some 18, 20-point nights, and I think it's going to be spread around pretty good. But to your point, yeah, I can definitely see both of those guys up and around 25.
Yeah, watching the preseason offense, you could tell it looked different than last season. You could tell they moving the
Yeah.
ball around. They
Mhm.
setting picks, everybody moving without the basketball as well. So it looked like a free flowing offense. So that's a positive because last season we was too relied on DeMar DeRozan too heavy, and hopefully with a healthy Zach back, Vooch back to where he should be. I think Zach and DeMar can really turn some heads as a duo next season because they fit together like a ball in a glove. So
Man, yes,
I'm a
they do. Yes, they.
we know what to expect with those two guys. So let's go with the man in the middle, Vucevic. What's should will Vuce bounce back next season?
Vooch definitely going to bounce back. Vooch averaged 17 and 11 last year. I think this is a guy that's probably going to average around the same amount. I can see Vooch around 17, between 17 and 19. I don't think this is a guy that's, if you're asking me over or under, I'm taking him over the 17 this year. I think that he's going to average not too much more, but I think he's going to be way more efficient this year. I expect, a better shot percentage from the three from Vooch. I think he's going to be more comfortable up and around the rim, as we've seen in the preseason. I just see it's no way that this guy have an amazing year in a contract year, dude. So yeah, I can definitely the 11 rebounds going to be there, if not more. And I want to say between 18 and 20 points for Vooch this year with what he averaged at the three.
I think it was 31%.
31. I expect Vooch up around 35% from the three this year. I think he's gonna have a great year.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I think Bush gonna bounce back, like you said, contract season, and I also think that he got a chip on his shoulder. You know, he was one of the forgotten centers last season.
Mhm.
Not really talked about as being one of the best centers in the league today. So I think Vuce out to prove everybody wrong that he still got something left in the tank. So I think he'll come back. You said 18, 19 points per game, 12 rebounds, bump that 3-point shot up to 35%. And I think Vuce gonna be all right. One thing I wanna see, and they talked about it, is like if Vuce got the high head, continue to feed Vuce. Don't go away from that. And last season sometimes they did. You will see Vuce having 10 points in the first quarter. In the second quarter, you will see Zach and Demar going to work. Where you should continue to feed Vuce because he was cooking.
Yes, indeed. That's one area I think you said it. Like when the guy got the high hand, just let him go off. If Vooch gonna score 45 tonight, it's his night, it's your night off. I mean,
Yeah.
it's 82 games in a season. A lot of you guys will have you guys nights where it's your night. That for him to have, build his confidence, and then for you to have a rest night where you ain't got to do too much on a night where your knee might be sore, or you turn an ankle. You know what I mean? So I totally agree. Identify the hot man, go to him, and play within the offense. Otherwise, so
Yeah.
totally agree.
Because Zach talked about it. He said they trying to figure out how to, to play as a team where, you know, got if a guy got it going to continue to feed that guy. So I think a third season second 2.5 season with Zach and Vooch, and then two seasons with all three of them together. I think they probably going to figure things out next season, and that them as a trio going to be really better.
Yeah.
um, Next up I got on my list is year two for Aya. What can we expect from the Chicago native Aya Dusumu getting that starting point guard job now that Alonzo Ball has been officially ruled out?
Man, I tell you one thing, it won't be Drew Holiday bullying him in the post again. That dude arms look explosive, man. He put on
Yeah.
weight. I expect exactly that, a stronger Ayo Dosunmu season. He looked more confident in himself, knowing when to take his drives, take his shot, take his opportunities, and make something out of it. I expect him to be strong on the defensive end. I just expect Ayo to take a step forward. I mean, he had an amazing year last year filling in for Lonzo. As a rookie, did about as way more than anyone was expected.
Yeah.
So I expect him to just feed off of that and go into year two, thinking that he got a shot to really be a special player, in the NBA and really carve his way. You know what I'm saying? Into this league. So I'm expecting great things from Ayo. I don't know what he averaged, but about 10 points last year.
Around
Um,
don't say around that. I think about 8 points.
About 8 points. Yeah, I say like 12 points for Ayo this year. 12 points and
Yeah,
4 or 5
8.8.
assists. Yeah, about at least 11, 12 points for Ayo this year. 4 or 5 assists and be a ball hawk on defense. I mean, I wouldn't ask for much more than that.
Yeah, I'm thinking 12, 13 points per game, 6 assists. I think Ayo gonna do some great things. My only concern is, hopefully he don't hit a sophomore slump in the thick of things, because sophomore slumps is a thing. Hopefully, if he do hit it, it's not where it's critical. And one thing I do like about Ayo that Lonzo don't bring is that Lonzo sometimes can revert just be a spot up shooter. Ayo gonna put that thing on the floor and take it to the cup. He gonna attack the basket. And I think that's gonna be something different than having Lonzo. Because if let's say DeMar and Zach not going, Lonzo can. Ayo can actually go and get his own shot and create his own shot. So I think that's gonna be a plus for Ayo in the starting lineup. Especially, I think he's a great playmaker. He didn't really have to do that last season, but I think this year you're really going to see Ayo become a really great playmaker and far as being a better defender. So I think
Yeah.
Ayo probably going to be uh probably an MVP on this team.
Oh yeah, most
Um,
definitely. 82 games. I say he probably play about 65, 70 plus games. I say Ayo will have at least 3 25-point games this year. I
mm,
think Ayo gonna have at least 325 where he's going off, where he's at
so
that circle.
how many double doubles?
Double doubles. Ooh, okay. Double double for Ayo. I say Ayo have 8. I
Eight.
give him 8. I give him 8 double double. Only reason I don't want to go too crazy with the number because I think like we said, I think the offense gonna be well rounded because Vooch gonna be in triple double range a lot.
Yeah.
I think DeMar's gonna be in triple double range a lot. I think Zach gonna have some games where he does. So I can see Ayo getting at least 8 double doubles, and if not getting them, he gonna have like some 15 and 9, 15
What?
and 8
I'm
assists type
going
games.
crazy. I'm going 15 double doubles
Ooh.
for Ayo Dosunmu. I'm going 15.
I went too light
But
there.
but another question I want to ask you. So let's
Yeah.
say the Bulls playing good. Let's say we at about the start of the season, we about 16, 17 games won. Lonzo coming back. Do you continue to have Lonzo come off the bench, or do you make that switch right there?
You gotta wait. And to couple that with, we 16, 17s in. Did you say like in or like wins?
Like, I don't know. I ain't checked the schedule, see how many games before here and the start.
Yeah.
Let's just say we 30 games in, and Lonzo
Okay.
Ball should be back. Do you make the switch, or do you ride Io for the rest of the season?
I wouldn't make the switch either way because I just think that it's a lot of pressure on Lonzo to plug him right then and that chemistry, timing, all that stuff. But I think what we're factor in, there's a few things that's just gonna factor into him getting that spot back. Is gonna be how well the Bulls are playing, how well Ayo are playing, how many wins are in the column. Then, like last season, I can definitely see Lonzo really given the luxury of having to take his time. We no rush. 10 minutes here, 10 minutes there. We don't need you that bad. We gonna take our time with you to make sure you all the way right. You know what I'm saying? But if the Bulls are struggling, if they starting off the season around the 500 and the bottom half of the Eastern Conference, I could see them not rushing Lonzo to come back faster, but really, where they kind of like want to ramp him up and want to, what I'm saying, a little bit more pressure on them to get him ready and try to get him out there because then they know that, we need Lonzo for sure. So,
Yeah, I think Lonzo stay on the even when he do come out, I think he stay on the bench to maybe playoff time.
yeah.
I think you don't want to mess up what the starting five got going on. trying to insert Lonzo. You could, but I think if we playing some really good basketball, I think Lonzo can really make that second unit go coming off the bench, whether it's Pat Green, Drummond, you got Kobe White, Caruso. So I
Yeah.
think Lonzo coming off the bench would still be great for the
Yeah.
Bulls.
Oh yeah.
If they want to go that route.
Oh yeah.
So
For sure.
next we got probably the man that's I don't know if he under the most pressure. Some Bulls fans probably say he under the most pressure. So we got Patrick Williams. What is an ideal season for Patrick Williams?
Oh man, one, just give us a healthy season. Because any injury that take you out for multiple months is too long for you for his career, for the Bulls also. But we want to see a full year of Patrick Williams, him developing in his game, getting better as the months and the weeks go by. Numbers wise, I would like to see somewhere around 15 points a game. I know we talked about DeMar and Zach being around 25, Vucevic between 18 and 20. I think the next scorer needs to be Patrick Williams. My preference. The next score, the fourth leading scorer on this team should be Patrick Williams at around 15 points a game. You know what I mean? And I would like that. That's another guy I would like to see have, 15, 25-point games. He's talking about Ayo with the double doubles, but that's a guy I need at least 15 of the 82 games or the 70 plus games we expect you to play. Give us 15 where you going off, where your opponent can't stop you. So that, and just play with energy. You play with energy, and I can't ask much more than that. From him.
Yeah, I'm not expecting something big for Patrick Williams. I at least need 12 to 13 points per game, whether it's off the bench or starting. Shoot the three at a decent clip. I think that fourth leading scorer going to be between him and Ayo. So I think Patrick Williams going to have a solid season. As long as you give me 10 to 13 points per game, I think that's a solid third season for Patrick Williams. Because I'm not expecting you to go out and give me 20. We already got Zach and DeMar and Vooch. So
I'm gonna throw another one out there real quick. I want to see Patrick give me 7 rebounds a game.
Yeah,
that's what I would like to see.
We most definitely need more than 5 rebounds. I was just gonna say that, and I need more than 5 rebounds, and I at least need a steal per game. So that's something Patrick Williams
being that defensive player of the year conversation. You got to get it. We understand there's a lot of players but be in the conversation where guys, when the national games come on, they say this guy Patrick Williams. He, you know what I'm saying, he's going to get on you. You know what I'm saying. So that's what I can add.
Let me ask you this, since we're talking about Patrick Williams. How many 20-point games do you think Patrick Williams have this season?
I'm going 15.
15, 20-point games?
I'm going 15, 20-point games. I think that'll be a part of the reason where DeMar and Zach have some 18-point games. I want to see at least 15 games where Patrick Williams is the leading scorer on the team.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 10. I'm gonna go lower on that. I'm gonna go 10 20-point games. All right, so let me ask you another one. How many 10-plus rebound games do we think Patrick Williams get this season?
That's solid right there. You know what? I want to say, man, dude. I want to say about 20.
20?
I would like to see him rebound score because there's a lot of guys scoring for this team. But, I think Patrick, man, dude, he's an athletic freak, dude. Go down there and get, we know we got Vooch and we got Drummond that's going to eat up some boards. But, dude, get down there with him. Get them long rebounds.
I think sometimes we could probably see him at least having a 7-point game with like 14 rebounds, 2 blocks. And I think that's good. As long as we can see, as long as you can have 7 points, but we can see that you're killing it on the glass. Like I'll be cool with a 7-point game with 14 rebounds. But I can't
11 rebounds
cool with 7 points and 3 rebounds. That's not cutting it because you're not you're
Yeah.
not active. So
Yeah, there you go. You see what
or
Andrew Wiggins in the finals last year, what he was doing to the
yeah,
Boston Celtics: 14 rebounds, 16 rebounds,
yeah.
15 rebounds. He understood. He like, all right, Curry, Clay, and Poole, they getting all. I'm gonna go get down there and get them. He had to have that same mentality. Like, I got
Like,
Zach, I got DeMar, I got Vooch. Let
or
me
you
get
could just
down
give
here
him
and get him.
17 and 6 assists. Like,
Yeah.
I think Patrick Williams
Mhm.
can do it. So I'm
Yeah.
not expecting big things for Patrick Williams, just 13 points per game. I think we both on the same page with Patrick.
Mhm.
Benchmark, man, I think this bench is probably one of the best benches we had in a long time. Alex Caruso, Javante Green, Andre Drummond, Old Man Dragic, Dalen Terry, Derrick Jones Jr. Am I forgetting somebody? Kobe
Oh,
White.
Kobe White. Man, you
Yeah, I'm
you
not.
put this you put this bench on that 20th, they win it. They probably win 2 or 3.
Yeah, yeah. What's your thoughts on this bench unit? Like, I think it's one. I
Man,
think it could be top 10, not probably top 5.
I was going top 5. I'm going top 5. Off the top of my head, I like the Clippers bench. I like who else bench? I think with the Golden State with Poole, with
Yeah,
him
gotta
coming off the
add
bench,
them.
gotta add them. I think the
Grizzlies got a
Boston,
nice bench.
yeah, the Grizzlies got a nice bench. I think Boston can be right there because I don't know if they're gonna bring Malcolm Brogdon off the bench or how they gonna do it, but either between Brogdon and Smart, one of them come off the bench. I think it's gonna get them. If they had Gallinari, I probably throw him up there, but all just off the top of my head of what I can think of. Yeah, you said it. The Grizzlies, Golden State, the Clippers. Um, who else? I think Philly. Philly, they got Montrezl Harrell. They got I don't like they bench as much. So them the only ones I can think of off the top of my head. But I definitely Bulls definitely a top 5. Because even some of the other contenders like Milwaukee don't have a strong bench. I mean they got
Yeah.
Grayson Allen and Bobby Portis. But it's not as strong as some of these other benches around the league. So I don't like Denver bench as much. They got the young kid over there. I can't think of his name, uh, but
So let me ask you this. Who will be our leading scorer coming off the bench this season?
it needs to be Kobe White. It needs to be. And if it's Kobe White and if it's above 10 points, this bench is definitely a top 5 bench in the NBA. I think the bench is going to be the reason going to be shocking the hell out of people, like beating the hell out of teams because they
Yeah,
going to
I
see.
I think we got three possible candidates that can average 10 plus points per game.
Yeah,
Alex Caruso, Kobe White, and Andre Drummond.
yeah, oh yeah. And games where Dragic overlays too. Not to say we'll average it, but it's gonna be some games where Dragic got it going and he's stroking it. You know what I mean? So,
Facts.
man, this bench, man, I love it. It's a bunch of guards, we know that, but I think that it's just one of those situations for Billy Donovan because whoever got it going, you can just play. If Dragic got it going, then maybe you don't need to play the other guys much. You know what I'm saying? They can really do a lot of what Pop do, a lot of what Kurt do. Like some games, this guy playing off the bench. There's other games he ain't playing because he playing this other guy. But it's just about knowing when to throw these guys in. They get it going. They do what they supposed to do. Do your job. And everybody gonna eat. Everybody gonna stay healthy. Ain't nobody really tired as much because you ain't doing excessive. You ain't playing excessive minutes and over.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
And one thing I think this bench gonna be much improved because I think Dragic really gonna be a key in getting guys they shots like a Kobe White or let's say a Caruso, a cutting Caruso, or getting Andre Drummond the ball in his sweet spot. So I think Dragic gonna be a key in this bench unit, depending on how many games he's gonna play. I also think Kobe White looked better during preseason. He didn't look just like a spot up shooter. You can see him trying to put the ball on the floor and attack the basket. That playmaking looked way better. So I think this season is gonna be huge for Kobe White, especially coming into a contract season. You know you want to get paid, whether it's by the Bulls or somebody else. So I think that's another reason why Kobe White going to be great for this team. And I think Caruso's going to crack double digits this season. I think they're going to play Caruso a lot. And I think he may average 10 plus points per game. I like Drummond off this bench. So Dalen Terry, man, how many games you think Dalen Terry get in?
I think Dalen Terry play about 35 games. I think he play about half of the games, if not more.
Yeah. I got him at 40 games, 50 games. I think he'll get in because it's hard for you to keep that guy on the bench where he bring that much energy, and of course it's gonna be some nights where injuries or somebody ain't got it. Like let's say Dragic ain't got it, and you can play Terry, who's another terrific playmaker. I was watching Scottie Pippen play some highlights. I'm like, man, Terry looked like a young Scottie Pippen. Like he's skinny, the way he just moved. I'm like, man, Terry gonna be special.
Yeah, you bring up Dragic, Terry and Dragic. I probably said Dragic a little bit more. The probably only two guys on like guards that got that playmaking like lob ability. You know what I mean? Yeah. So like Lonzo that can replace that because Lonzo is easy. He know when to throw the lob. I don't think Ayo got it as much. I think he more, he make the clean, the right plays. But I think Ayo more of a scorer. But Dragic and Terry, they the guys. They come up, they know throw the lob, easy. So those two guys bring that element to this team that after Lonzo went out last year, we didn't have that. You know what I mean? So it was hard to play Derrick Jones a lot. He didn't get as many easy buckets. So with Dragic and Terry, them guys gonna get them guys easy buckets, them lob.
And that's why I say the bench is gonna be even better because you got a Dragic coming off the bench that can get guys the ball. Like he's gonna see a cutting Javonte Green or a cutting Caruso better than let's say a last year Kobe White or a rookie Ayo Dosunmu. So that's why I think I kind of like the Dragic signing now. From when they first signed out, wasn't really too much on it.
Had to grow on you a little bit.
Watching the preseason and seeing how they got out and run, he's still, finding the right guy. I like that signing now, and I think Drummond gonna be even better than Tristan Thompson, Tony Bradley, Marko Simonovic, any bid we had last season. Andre Drummond gonna be terrific.
Oh yeah,
so
most definitely.
When we even talk about Javonte Green coming off the bench as well. So this bench is gonna be special. I think it might be, like I said, top 5 bench.
Top 5. I think this bench average. I want to say this bench average over 35 points, 35, 40 points, somewhere like that. I can see this bench definitely putting up game. I would be like stunned if I see games where the bench ain't nothing because it's just too good. It's too good. Like,
for real.
Even if a couple guys, if Kobe White having an off night, I could still see Drummond going out there eating up rebounds and getting points and you know what I mean? So,
and that's what's different with this team. Last year, we depended on Kobe White to be everything off the bench. Now you ain't got to rely on Kobe White going out there giving 20. You can get 8 from Dragic. You can get 8 from Green. You can get 10 from Drummond. You can get 12 from Kobe White off this bench on any given night. So I'm loving this Bulls team. Before I get more about this Bulls team, let's go into bold predictions from this season. My first bold prediction is Zach and DeMar will score 50.
Woo!
Both of them would get a 50 piece.
Did either one of them get 50 last year?
DeMar got 50.
Oh yeah, because Zach got hurt, so I know that's the reason Zach. So I can't go count Zach out. Oh man, I can see that. I can see that happening. Um, okay. My bold prediction is um Ayo Dosunmu, Nikola Vucevic, uh, DeMar DeRozan. Who else I'm leaving out? Um, Vooch, Ayo Dosunmu, and Zach LaVine will have a triple double this year.
Mm-mm. Okay. I'm going with Vooch and Drummond, both 20 rebound games this season. We might even see both of them get it in one game. Dang.
I can definitely see that happening. I can see them both playing a lot of minutes together where they just playing volleyball out there with people, man. So,
both of those guys get 20 rebounds.
Oh man, yeah. I say, okay, you got Zach and DeMar both scoring 50. I'll say DeMar DeRozan scored 5 threes in one game.
Right, so in my last one, is 35 will be Patrick Williams' season high this year. He gonna have a 35-point game somewhere.
That's dope. That's dope. And we're gonna have to come back and revisit these, man. These some bold predictions. Okay, my last one, I'll say Dalen Terry have a 7 steal game.
Ooh, hey, that's spicy. That's the goal right there. That's the goal. That's real goal. Hey, I would love to see that, bro. I would love to see that. 7 steals. Hey.
You know that's gonna be a really good game. That's gonna be a really good game.
And it's crazy because it's possible with him. I can see it. I can see it happening. So, man, that was some great bold predictions right there. We most definitely gotta revisit this this season. So now we come to the finale, which is the record prediction and how far they go in the playoffs.
Man.
No, we're not even record prediction. How many wins you think they're gonna get? I'm thinking 46 between 50 wins, and I think they get to the second round, get bounced.
You might as well attach this to my bold prediction because I'm gonna go 53. I think the Bulls gonna shock the hell out of people. I'm gonna go 53 wins, and they make it to the Eastern Conference Finals and go to a Game 7.
Oh, okay. Most definitely. I would take your prediction over, man, any day. But I mean, I think they can reach the ECF. To me, the only team I think that's going to be a problem with us is the Milwaukee Bucks. And I would throw Philly just because I feel like we don't have an answer for Joel Embiid. He's been kicking our ass for the last few years. So those only two teams I can probably say, and maybe the Brooklyn Nets if they get their shit together. Other than that,
everybody else, yeah.
With anybody else in the 7 games game series.
I'm right with you. I think we can even compete with those guys this year. But you know, when my 53 game season in Eastern Conference Game 7, that's also tied to Lonzo coming back. You know what I'm saying? So if he comes back, I think this team really. It's probably a 50-65% chance it'll be a mid-season trade as well to get this team to that point. So
I think if we middle of the pack, I think we may see a mid-season trade. But I think if we if we like hit the ground running
Too
like we
good,
did
yeah.
last, I think they might stand pat.
Stand pat, yeah.
Oh,
So you never know who pops up every year. We see guys, just and they was talking about it all on ESPN today. A lot of teams gonna be trading off players to tank for Wembanyama.
yeah.
So it might be some moves that that can get this team, the right key players. But to your point, if they just kicking everybody ass anyway, why make a move? So.
So there you have it, folks, man. Our 2022-23 Bulls season preview. The Bulls play Wednesday at Miami. Most likely you're gonna catch us post game to talk about that game, the first game of the season. Thank you for everybody who's been tuning in to this episode. Make sure you follow us on Twitter. Follow the channel on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Hit that sub button, like the video, all that good stuff. Bulls Nation, we finally got basketball. We here. Hopefully, we'll have another good season. Because last season of me covering the team was fun as hell. I think I started doing this stuff last season and I had fun. So
Yeah.
cheers to another good season, man.
Yeah.
Any
We're
last
gonna have
word?
fun. We're gonna have fun this year, man. We're gonna have fun this year. It's gonna be a lot of crazy, exciting games for us to come back and chop it up about. So
And
let's
it's
do it.
our first time doing this together.
Yeah, yeah.
You joined in the off season, right? Bro?
Yep.
So we'll get it cracking, man. Make sure y'all stay tuned, man. Peace out, Chicago.